state-of-the-art advanced production ability. Whether it is scale, we churn out close to 6 billion vehicles every year from our plants. For our high-end bikes, whether it's for KTM or for Triumph, we set up a new plant at Chakan, what we call as the Chakan 2. And the Chakan 2 only caters and produces these two motorcycles. Whether it is scale or it is advanced robotics, our manufacturing ability covers both of them. Let me take a pause over here and share a brief video on some of the automation abilities of our plant. Many of you have probably visited our plant, but it's a very deep insight into what are some of the latest advancements happening over there in our Chakan plants. Let's take a look at this.
At Bajaj Auto, innovation drives us forward, driving the production of our extensive product portfolio, from rugged motorcycles to efficient scooters and robust auto rickshaws. In today's competitive market, automation stands as a cornerstone of efficiency and quality, transforming the way we manufacture and deliver excellence. Our commitment begins in research and development. Here, automation plays a pivotal role in vehicle testing, ensuring every model meets global standards of performance and safety. At our vendors' facilities, automated systems are crucial for component manufacturing. Welding is seamlessly automated in our facilities, bringing accuracy and efficiency. Precision welding ensures the structural integrity of every vehicle, maintaining safety and durability. Automation extends to the aesthetics as well. Our painting robots deliver flawless finishes, ensuring durability and a high-quality appearance that stands the test of time and conditions. Automated decal application ensures our vehicles stand out with precision-applied graphics. Advanced robotics perform machine tending with precision, elevating component quality and production rate, while ensuring a safe working environment. Inspecting critical parts requires unmatched accuracy. Our automated systems utilize state-of-the-art technology to measure and assure quality parameters. The heart of our vehicles, the engine, deploys automation right from critical parts manufacturing processes like forging and casting, and in its sub-assemblies and main assembly lines. Our robotic sealant application not only ensures precise metering, but also adapts to the unique contours of each part profile, enhancing our flexibility to efficiently accommodate multiple models. Robotic arms assemble engines with meticulous precision, enhancing throughput and consistency. The transfer of parts within our facilities is orchestrated by a fleet of AGVs and AMRs, ensuring seamless movement and efficient assembly. Our automated spoke wheel assembly line delivers unmatched consistency and quality, ensuring every ride is safe and smooth. Robotic VIN marking at Bajaj Auto enhances our assembly line flexibility, ensuring precise identification and tracking for every vehicle. Finally, our advanced automated systems streamline the export process, handling and packaging with robotic precision, readying our vehicles for their journey across the globe. At Bajaj Auto, automation redefines industry standards, embedding flexibility, agility, frugality, and creativity into every process, driving innovation forward with every milestone.
We all feel very proud of our R&D and production facilities. And I'm sure, as Indians, all of you will be very proud about the kind of production abilities our country has achieved. And complementing all of this has been a very strong sales and marketing ability of Bajaj Auto. If you look at our network development capability, where we have created distinct channels of network for a different category of products, with about 1,200 dealerships for Bajaj two-wheelers, and I'm not counting the sub-dealers into this, 1,200 of them. A similar number separately for the three-wheeler business, some 450 dealerships for KTM, exclusively for KTM, and about 230 exclusively for Chetak and growing. That's the kind of network ability we bring. And the business has delivered not only on the sales and marketing, but it's also the ability to build very unique networks which is required for different brands. And that's when we started with Triumph, it would have been very easy for us to place the Triumph motorcycle in one of the existing networks. But we chose the tougher and the right path to create a competitive advantage which would be for us in the long run of the Triumph World Formats stores here in India. So these were the two capabilities which came into play, and together between Triumph branded product and Bajaj Auto, we looked at the market potential. Let's take a look at the market. Some of the data we have shared a lot with you in the past. We know that the total Indian motorcycle industry is close to about 1 million units a month. All these numbers are monthly. About 11% of this is what we call as premium motorcycles. This is something where the price point from 1.7 lakhs going up to about 3.5 lakhs. We play in this segment with KTM, Dominar and the Pulsar 400 models. This segment of premium motorcycle is actually growing at twice the rate of the total motorcycle industry. As you can see, at a CAGR of about 31%. And this is the segment which we have been focusing on. Now, if we go a little deeper into this segment, traditionally, this segment has got two very distinct characters. About 70% of this segment is sitting what we would call as the classic motorcycles. And about 30% has been the premium sports motorcycles, where we play with our brands like KTM and Dominar. What we have also seen is that traditionally, these two forms are like chalk and cheese. There are classic motorcycles, which are all about torque and the classic design and the sound. And then there are sports motorcycles, which are all about technology, agility, high performance, and leading purpose-built forms. But what we have also seen is that the lines are blurring between these two. Because customers today are not saying, I want either this or I want this. Many customers are trying to shift between the two because really they are looking for a mix of both. And that's where we saw the big opportunity in the market of trying to come out with modern classics. And a modern classic to us is not just something that looks younger, brighter, bit of shedding of weight. But to us, a modern classic is something that is built grounds up as a bike that has all the attributes of a classic and brings in all the technology and performance of a good high-performance sports bike. And that's a space which is also very familiar to Triumph today, where Triumph has, building on its long legacy and heritage, moved ahead and not stayed there, and created modern classic forms across the world for whether it's a speed or it's a vulnerability. There is definitely a large market for products, brands, which are classic in form. The way we look at it in Triumph, classic is timeless. It's elegant, it's beautiful, it's balanced. But that doesn't mean classic has to be vintage. It doesn't mean classic has to necessarily be retro. And it doesn't definitely mean that classic has to be stuck in time and static. Classic has to move on. And that's the way classic styling works, whether it's the world of automobiles or fashion or gadgets. And that's the space we have looked at of creating something from a very rich bloodline of our products and bring modern classics into the Indian market. Just as we've got the Speed 400, which follows the bloodline of the Speed Twin 1200 or the Speed Twin 900. And that's what we call a modern classic. And that's the way we look at the segment, which we believe will really emerge in the coming years because it marries the best of both classic and sport. That's where we saw the whole opportunity. I thought being a year down is somewhere very good to pull back and look at the larger picture. We have got the Triumph brand, we've got the outstanding Bajaj auto capabilities, and we look at a unique sub-segment in the market and own it by creating a modern classic segment. That's what led to the launch of two very powerful products last year, whether it was Scrambler 400 or the Speed 400. So what has the year been like? It's been 1 year, we've been in the business. Let's take a look at some of the highlights. Most importantly, we have sold in the last 1 year over 60,000 bikes produced from our Chakan plant. And we sold not only in India, but they've gone around the world. And today we are selling in more than 50 countries. And these countries are largely the markets where Triumph has a strong franchise, whether it's North America or it's Europe, and many other parts of the developed world, where the 400cc built in our Chakan market, Chakan plant, came in as a more accessible middleweight for these markets. We've got a special message from Mr. Paul Stroud, who's the Chief Commercial Officer at Triumph Motorcycles based in Hinckley at UK. And let's hear what he has to talk about, the experience as it has been for them at Triumph and other markets where the bikes have been launched.
It gives me great pleasure to share that our partnership with Bajaj Auto to create and launch the fantastic Speed 400 and Scrambler 400X motorcycles is going incredibly well. The two bikes have been exceptionally well received the world over, gaining great customer feedback and also proving incredibly popular. In addition to the sales of the bikes in India, we have sold more than 20,000 internationally, with the greatest demand for both bikes being seen in Brazil, the USA, and here in the UK. At the recent prestigious MCN Awards here in the UK, the Speed 400 not only achieved a class win, being voted as the best A2 bike of the year, it also went on to win the overall UK Bike of the Year, which is a fantastic result. Both motorcycles are attracting a whole new group of customers to the Triumph brand. So far, we are seeing more than 60% of people buying these bikes are completely new to the Triumph brand, which is excellent and in truth, well beyond our expectations. So overall, in what is a really challenging global market, we are very pleased with the market reception to these two new bikes and their sales performance. Overall, so far within this financial year, our sales are up year over year by 32%. And I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank our dealers in India for the growth that they are achieving, and also welcome the new Triumph dealers within the country to the Triumph brand. Thank you very much for your investment in Triumph, and I wish you all a great year ahead. Have a great day, and I hope that you love the new bikes. They are excellent. All the very best, and thank you.
Back here in India, while globally I think the bikes are doing really well. When we launched 1 year back, we announced from our office where the press event was held in Pune that we would be getting 100 showrooms in about 1 year, and we met the promise. We achieved the landmark of 100 exactly 1 year since launch, and today we've got 120 active showrooms across the country, and this covers more than 75 cities. This covers roughly about 50% of the total industry size in terms of volume. So you can imagine the kind of headroom we still have to further go ahead with. And these are 120 exclusive showrooms which follow the global guideline of Triumph motorcycle stores. Over this 1 year, we have now sold more than about 35,000 bikes. And these customers have ridden these bikes for more than 75 million kilometers as recorded by our workshops. And that's the kind of trust, experience and testing these bikes have undergone under real circumstances in the country. Not just that, our Triumph owners who have become a part of this growing Triumph community are being engaged into rides, bike nights, and tours which are running full capacity over the last 1 year. And that's how the whole sense of riding a triumph comes to life beyond the bike. What does it mean for business results? And I think this graph pretty much says it all. Of course, we know that the classic segment is led by a market leader, which has been there for a long time. But over the last few years, there has definitely been a lot of new brands that have entered into this segment. Many of them have been around for 4 to 5 years. We entered last year along with some new brands which also came around the same time or in the last 1 year. And I think that's our performance. We have achieved and surpassed sales levels in just 1 year what many of our competition brands have taken 4 to 5 years to reach. And I think the game has just about started. We're very happy to share with you that over the last couple of months, we are now the number 2 player in the classic segment in India. And for us, our goal and our challenge is only to strengthen this position, to go beyond where we are and become the clear number 2 in this segment as our short to medium term goal. How do we achieve that? What is it that we have in the offering which will take us into that position? For that, I'd like to invite my colleague Shyam Narayan, who heads marketing for Pro Biking, to come here and share with you some new offerings for today. So please welcome Shyam Narayan.
A very warm good morning to all of you, and thanks Sumit for that wonderful trip down memory lane. It's just a year, but there have been so many things, so many exciting things that have happened in this last 1 year. So we've reached the number 2 position in a fairly short time, but the market is very competitive, as we all know. So how do we take the journey forward? How do we strengthen this whole proposition of modern classic that the Triumph is so famous for across the world? But it is something that is fairly new to India. So how do we strengthen this? So these are some of the things that I'm going to be covering now. So, see, broadly speaking, if you look at the modern classic space, it has 3 segments. Okay, one is street, the other is scramblers for that all-round, all-round capability, and then we of course have this genre of cafe races. Now, last year around July, when we launched the Speed 400 and Scrambler 400X, we addressed the street and the scrambler segment. But if you look more closely at the street segment, okay, there are 2 distinct sub-segments within it. That's kind of defined by the riding styles, okay. We're calling one as the throttle pushers, the other as the easy riders. And I'm sure you all kind of identify and recognize these 2 very distinct riding styles. The throttle pusher, we all know him. He's a performance enthusiast, okay, who loves to rev hard, play at the higher band of the RPM. And the easy rider is someone who likes more relaxed, laid back kind of ride, not so rev hungry, and who kind of loves to soak in the air and feel the wind and feel the exhaust, the whole rumble of the exhaust, to soak in the whole ambience. So that's the easy rider. Now, both these types of riders that we see are both genuine classic form lovers. So they love the classic style. It's just that the riding styles are very different. So when we launched the Speed 400, we kind of fulfilled the wishes of the throttle pusher. So he got a motorcycle. You know, that was great from the mid-range upwards, and really allowed the person to have a motorcycle that had the classic look and feel, but with all the modernity, new age tech features, and the great power and performance. That's what the Speed 400 was all about, right? So, what do we do for the Easy Rider? So this is something that we always had plans for, okay? And today, we are very happy to present to you the non-identical twin, as we like to call the non-identical twin of the Speed 400. So, ladies and gentlemen, I bring you the all-new Speed T4. That's a very relaxed ride character. Phenomenal torque, okay, at the lower RPMs, which really enhances low speed